Before we came to Clan Capital, the Grand Builder definitely had a lot of spare time. He's the only one who's smart enough to build all these things. Okay, he's the only one who has the skill to build all these things, including these statues. This statue over here has an S on it, and this S looks strangely familiar to the one that was on the Inferno Town scenery on this P.E.K.K.A in the bottom right. I still don't know what this S means. It could stand for Supercell. Some people thought it might stand for Super P.E.K.K.A because it was on the P.E.K.K.A in Inferno Town, but we still don't know for sure what this stands for. There are some other symbols on these swords like this crown, and there's other symbols I'm really not sure what they are. There's also another strange carving over in the top right. There's a hammer with an arrow pointing up these steps, but we cannot see where these steps lead. They kind of go behind this cliff where this waterfall is, but what could this hammer be pointing to? Maybe it's like a magical hammer or something that the Grand Builder carved into this so that people would know where to find that hammer. Very mysterious. There are some other Easter eggs like this banana up in the bird's nest next to the Easter eggs, and there's another banana over here. At least I'm almost 100% sure it's a banana right on these towels on top of this chair right next to the hot springs. And if we go down here, I know somewhere along this river there's a dragonfly. There it is right there. There's a red or orangish dragonfly that will once in a while pop up and fly around. There's another dragonfly up by the waterfall. Oh, there it is right there. So they won't always be there. They'll disappear once in a while and then come back. I think this is the Capital Peak version of the butterfly that's in the main village. There's still not like any significance or any lore to these animals. They're just really fun Easter eggs that you can find once in a while. I'm really glad that they did put Easter eggs in these sceneries because they could have just made it very basic and plain. I mean, they put a ton of work into the Clan Capital update with all the mechanics and the artwork and the new troops. So many things that took a lot of time to do, but they still took the time to make some exciting Easter eggs and mysteries in these sceneries, which they definitely did not have to do. Over here looks like where the Grand Builder would live. It looks sort of like the same shape as a builder hut, but it's bigger and it's just more elaborate like a Grand Builder would need. And he has his little garden right next to that with a little guardrail so that he doesn't fall down the cliff. Right here, it looks like this is where the airship would land, but if you look in this crate, the one crate is open and it looks like it's full of capital gold. Let me know if you think that is capital gold, because to me it looks like it is capital gold, but that makes me think that these other crates might also be full of capital gold. So all these crates could be packed full of capital gold. If only we could borrow some of that capital gold to build up our capital haul. I know there were a lot of complaints about things like your raid medals and just some other mechanics that are involved with all the clan coming together to build this one village, but the raid weekend was so fun. I love how we get to interact with our clan. I also love how they took out a lot of frustrations like troop training time and troop cost. And we also have 3 days to get our attacks in, unlike Clan Wars where you only have like 24 hours to get those attacks in. And if you miss, then your entire clan gets mad at you. And you also get rewarded for getting that 3-star and finishing off the base. I need to plug in my camera. It's about to die. All right, we're good. We got 6%. They also removed the frustration of building waiting time. As soon as we've all contributed to a building, immediately it upgrades. I love how they removed all these frustrations and just didn't put any room for people to complain about these things that we already get to complain about in the main village. But as always, people will always find something to complain about. Just think, like, this is the very first version of Clan Capital and it is amazing. Yeah, there are some hiccups and some bugs, but like overall, this is amazing for the first version, and they're definitely going to add more things to the Clan Capital because they've said they have a ton of ideas, but they didn't want to put them all in the first update. They just want to make the most basic version of Clan Capital that they could make, and then the way to see what the players say and the feedback they get, what the frustrations were, and what they should add next. So we should all be very grateful for what the Clash of Clans dev team is doing and giving us. All these things are free too. Like, they're not making us pay for any of these things. It's just more fun to have in Clash of Clans.